Hey viewers, I'm going to fix this time switch up. Already wired it, ready to go. This is the only one of my Warburton Franki time switches with a terminal cover. The rest haven't got one. So now I know what one looks like. I know what to look for now. I could try and make one, but yeah, we'll see. Smells good inside this thing. Smells really good, like new varnish. Warburton Franki WF2-E time switch. I think the other ones I got are WF2s. 2165. Single pole, 50 cycles, 240 volts, 20 amps. Property of the State Electricity Commission of Victoria. MT, 1959, so 1959. This was sealed. Smells good. No arcing, no burning. Just smells like it's just come out of the factory. It moves, that's good. Make sure the controls move here. Yep, I can start it just like this and put the screw on and flick it. And that flicks the escapement into motion. The escapement has got some wire in it, so it's not seized. See if I can wind it. Ooh, that's hard. That's going to need some attention, I think. Well, a little it ticks. That's kind of cool. Little second hand in there. Minute. That's your hour. Is it no half? That's half hourly intervals. So it goes from 5 to 30. That's your minute there. That's your regulator adjustment. And you can look down in there is where your contacts and everything are. There's the indicator. Alright, everything seems to move okay, so I think it's safe to plug this thing in. So we've got to listen carefully for a motor. Plug it in. 3, 2, 1. It's working. This might use a similar motor to my FR sorter time switch where it winds up an escapement. But then again, yeah, it's winding itself up. Interesting. There's another little clock in there which I get a lot. We'll see what the that might be an hourly interval one in there. And that one there's your contacts. Shining in there with light, that window there is the actual motor. I don't know if the camera will see it, but you can actually see the motor moving in there. Too much glare. You can see the part of the synchro motor actually spinning around with it, with the indicators on it. Yeah. Bit hard to see with all the glare, but it's working. There's all the mechanics in there. Yeah, it's a wind. This is a soft winding one. If I stand it up right. Well, there we are. Alright, I'll put this on the board. It's not advisable to run a mechanical time switch on its back like that. If it's designed to run upright, do it. It's not particularly good for a mechanical time switch to lay on its back like that and run it, because the way the bearings or the mechanics are designed, it's actually been actually loaded. Now I've got it upright. They actually have the freedom, all the mechanics in there have the freedom to move, so that's a bit better. The motor sounds like it's going much faster, so I think I was putting a bit of stress in the motor. Yep, that's running real well. Yeah. That would be, oh, that's off. That's off there. On. And there's a little tick, that's the minute indicator. It's a bit of a loud one. It's not seized, but it might need a bit of a greasing. It just sounds dry of clock grease, the mechanical grease they're using these. Let it run for a while. I'll see if I can lubricate that wind spring. Because like I see, there's a lot of hard, concreted, gummed up grease in that thing. Let it go for a little while, see how it goes. It's a good little worker. Quite a good little time switch, very well made. Very rare too. So not many Warburton Franki meters or time switches around. These are anywhere near as common as email meters. I've never actually seen an email time switch though. I don't think email actually made time switches that I know of. But if there are any out there, it'd be nice to get hold of some. Okay, because it carefully puts a lubricant in that winder. That is hard. Oh, that's at its full rack. That's wound up all the way, or I don't know what's going on. So something in there must have seized, and now I'll round it up a little bit, and the escapement stopped. So I'm going to have to pull this apart and do some investigating. I reckon something seized. So that should not be that hard to turn when it's got no wind on it at all. So I'm going to have to fix that. So let's open this thing up and do some careful inspection, some repairs. So some grease elsewhere inside it must have gummed up. Yeah, the motor's pretty noisy too. I think the shaft of the motor will be gumming up, and that's making the motor rattle around. So I have to get that all cleaned up and put some fresh lubricant in there, and this thing will be quiet and smooth running. It's when they sit unused for a long time, and they sit stationary and not doing anything, the grease can harden and gum everything up. Because I think it's working fine now. Now I turn it off and actually the escapement goes. So this is a type of time switch where it uses a motor all the time to run the mechanism. Then the escapement runs the clockwork when the power fails. So it works good now. You may need to tweak it to start it, but here we are. It's just a bit of static friction has to be overcome. That's the time, 10 to 2 PM. 12-hour time. It's not a rate changer, there's no weekly wheel or anything in there, so. Turn the motor back on. Yeah, I hear the brake go. Yeah, there you go. That's working right now. It's just got a bit of a delay. Yeah, a bit of static friction in there. There you can see the motor spinning. There we are. This thing's working quite well. Just needs a bit of careful tweaking to get it to static friction to break up, and this thing pretty much good to go. It's working quite well. Alright, let's do a cosmetic cleanup on it, get it all nice and shiny, and this is all pretty much restored. Yeah, terminal cover was everything intact and good underneath. I didn't even cut the thing for the wiring out. Beautiful. So further cleaned up quite well. Nice and clean and shiny. Now put it back on the wall and let it plug in, and it'll free itself up eventually and keep track of time. Anyway, that's this one all nice and restored. Thanks for watching.